Okay, this tablet comes with Windows 11 installed, and if you hook it up like this, it becomes a laptop. Like, this is the ultimate Windows laptop I have ever seen. But before that, here's a very interesting fact. If you pull up the graph of Windows users, surprisingly, 50% of Windows users are still on Windows 10. See, Windows 10 is reaching the end of support in October 2025, meaning your Windows 10 laptop will not get updates or security fixes. Now is the right time to upgrade to a Windows 11 laptop because A, Windows 11 now supports AI, Copilot plus PC, and B, due to Snapdragon, Windows 11 laptops have way better battery life and way better performance than 5-year-old Windows 10 PC. And of course, with a Windows 11 laptop, you'll get enhanced security, TPM chip, etc, etc. And why are we talking about all of this? Because for the first time, the entire Microsoft Surface series is switching to Snapdragon processors, ARM processors. And this is the exact point where Windows laptops are changing. See, Snapdragon laptops started off with 22 plus PCs last year, but in 2025, it's about 85 plus devices. Yes, I manually counted everything on Amazon, Flipkart. So on that note, let's check out the all-new Microsoft Surface Pro 11. When Microsoft makes laptop hardware and software, do you get that perfect 2-in-1 laptop experience? Is this the perfect Copilot plus PC experience? We'll see that. Now, when you buy the Surface Pro 11, this is how it comes. All you get inside is a tablet, 33-watt proprietary Microsoft charger. Now you have to get the keyboard separately. Microsoft has a series of 3 keyboards. There's the Surface Pro Flex keyboard, Surface Pro keyboard with slim pen, and finally Surface Pro keyboard. So we have the Surface Pro keyboard with slim pen, and you get this slim Surface pen. The keyboard comes in this Alcantara finish. Now Alcantara is basically a suede-like finish, but suede is leather and this is not. Now we'll get to this keyboard in just a moment. By the way, this video is made in collaboration with Microsoft and Snapdragon, but the video is based on our internal testing. Now, there are 3 really interesting things about this laptop. Like, first is the design. It's so unique. Like, have a look at this thing. It is a 13-inch rounded tablet, and you get that shiny, iconic Windows logo on the back. I always wanted a Surface. Plus, you get these small grooves on the lower half. You put your finger inside and you get a built-in metallic kickstand. Now, the display can easily stand on its own, and this kickstand can go all the way up to 165 degrees. So whether you want to use it as a tablet in your room or detached far away on a table or just as a secondary screen on your desk, it suits all those vibes. Now, the kickstand is strong. Even if I press the display, it can handle that load, and this is for fun. If you keep it full at 165 degrees and you put up like 2 boxes, it can still bear that load. Now, the Surface Pro has an all-metal unibody design. There are small vents here on the side, and this is not for ventilation. You get 2 2-watt stereo speakers, and this thing is loud AF. Like, I so wanted to open this laptop and see how they are making it so loud in this slim chassis. Like, see in the bezels, there are tiny vents here to throw audio on the front. But alas, you cannot open the chassis, it's all packed in. On the rear, you get a 10 megapixel ultra-wide-angle camera that can record in proper 4K. I believe it's not for some professional photo shoot, but one of those scenarios when you want to scan a document or when you want to show your room to your parents on a video call. But make sure you clean it first and hide people. On the front, there's a QHD camera, and this is legit one of those best webcams out there. Like, see how well it manages the change in the lighting sequence, and credit for that actually goes to the processor. Like, the camera hardware was always there, but the ISP on the CPU and the processing is so good. And again, this is not a surprise. Snapdragon processors have been powering the camera on your phone, and we have seen the camera processing on smartphones, and now you're seeing the same camera processing power on your laptops. Now, this is what happens when one company has complete say on hardware as well as software. And that brings me to the keyboard. The keyboard snaps onto the bottom of the tablet, and see, it's a freaking strong magnet, and see, even if I do this, nothing happens. The bond is so strong that it won't break, unlike Elon and Trump. Now back to the keyboard. At the bottom you see there are 2 connectors which are proprietary. Now the keyboard folds again and magnetically attaches at the bottom to hide the pen. This also gives the keyboard a slight lift. I love the way this works, and listen to the key sound. It is pure delight. Like, someone close to me has this base Surface laptop 2019 and I enjoyed typing on that. Now the trackpad is slightly smaller for a laptop, but considering this is made for portability first, I get the point. And while using the laptop on your lap, the kickstand makes it a bit awkward. Now there's a flex keyboard version that works both attached and detached. That would be very versatile. This keyboard version doesn't work detached, it doesn't have Bluetooth. Now on the front, you get a proper 120Hz 1920 by 2880 OLED display. You get Corning Gorilla Glass 5 protection on the front. Now the bezels are thick for a tablet, with the top houses the IR and camera for Windows Hello. So you just sit, it scans your face and unlock. And Windows Hello surprisingly works 10 out of 10 times on this. Now this display can go up to 900 nits peak brightness. It supports Dolby Vision. On a typical day, it goes about 600 nits bright, and of course, it's OLED. If you keep it side by side with an iPad Pro, contrast ratio and blacks are just unbeatable on an OLED display. I watched Criminal Justice on this and the battery life was really good. It lasted the entire series. In fact, the other day I charged it in the evening and the battery lasted the whole evening plus the other day of the work. Microsoft promises about 14 hours of battery life on a local video playback and 10 hours of battery life if you browse through the web. And I was easily getting 8 to 9 hours on average on my daily workload, not just browsing the web. And I've consistently seen this with Snapdragon laptops. You get really good consistent battery life. Now, the major reason for this good battery life is the Snapdragon X Elite. See, this is the most exciting story. But before we get to that, this compact thing is powered by Snapdragon X Elite, 16GB LPDDR5X RAM and 512GB PCI Gen 4 SSD. Now, in case you don't know, Snapdragon has launched 3 CPUs for Windows laptop. There's Snapdragon X for budget, Snapdragon X Plus for mid-range, and this Snapdragon X Elite for flagships. Now, X Elite is a lot similar to 8 Elite that you see in your smartphones. It's like an SoC with everything on the chip. And here's the interesting part. Snapdragon for the first time is using its own design cores on the X Elite, Orion CPU, which gives them a very good hold on chip design. Now, since this is an SoC, the SSD is non-swappable. Also, the RAM is soldered. So while buying, if you're a heavy multitasker or going to code, I would recommend get the 32GB RAM variant. Now, X Elite CPU also has 4 different variants. This one right here is the second variant with 12 cores and a dual core boost of 4.0 GHz. The GPU can do about 3.8 teraflops and the Hexagon NPU is the same, 45 tops across all variants. Now, we did run some benchmark. It scored this much on Cinebench R24 and I tried the same task without the charger connected. And here are the scores. And this is the difference between x86 and Snapdragon laptops. You get similar performance even when your device is not plugged in. Now, the Geekbench scores were pretty good. It's somewhat closer to M3 Air and here's the 3D Mark score. Now, I'm a firm believer in practical experience. So the biggest deal currently with ARM is app compatibility because all the Windows apps that you see around are made for x86 or Intel CPUs. This here is an ARM CPU. Now, Photoshop is something I personally use a lot that's natively available for ARM and the performance is good. I could stack up layers and it would not break a sweat. Now, in terms of video editing, Premiere Pro for ARM is yet to come, which will bring all the AI features and it will utilize the NPU of the Snapdragon X series. Currently, Premiere runs on this laptop, but this is through emulation. Now, this is the list of apps that are now natively available on ARM. Now, of course, you can't game on Windows for ARM. I did try Counter-Strike 2. I played at low graphics and the gameplay is okay-ish. It runs at playable FPS like around 58 to 60 FPS. So for people wondering, if you're on a Windows 10 machine which is 5-year-old, this thing right here, the Snapdragon X laptops are easily 5 times faster than those. And see, I love this ARM X Windows. It perfectly works as a laptop in most scenarios and it also doubles up as a tablet. And it's not like those laptops that just flip and become a tablet. It's a tablet because it weighs like a tablet. It's about 900 grams. Unlike the laptops which are 1.5, 1.6 kg, you cannot use them as a tablet. You get 2 Type-C Thunderbolt ports. There's a proprietary Surface charging port, but I used the Type-C port to charge it and it worked really well. The only missed part was headphone jack. Like, I use IEMs on my laptop, but I was forced to use TWS here. Overall, these machines are meant for productivity and doing work on the go. So for that, it's great. Unless you're looking for gaming, it should satisfy most of the office users. Now, here's the most interesting thing. There is a major shift in Windows laptops. See, Microsoft launched a Surface Book in 2019 with Snapdragon. It was called Surface Pro X. At that time, Surface laptops had both x86 and Qualcomm laptops. But now, since Surface 11th Gen, it's all Snapdragon laptops. Surface laptops have totally moved on to ARM. Now, this makes 2 big changes. Number 1, Windows for ARM will now see more improvements. And number 2, Windows is going full throttle on AI. There are a lot of features like erase background in photos, automatic captioning, but I'll tell you my 3 favorite new AI features. This laptop is Copilot plus PC, so you get a dedicated key to use Copilot. Sayan uses Copilot quite a lot. I am a Claude guy. Copilot lets you generate images, illustrations from just text, and it's also free, by the way. ChatGPT charges money for all of this. Second, the most hyped feature that I was excited about is Recall. Windows Recall is a feature that takes screenshot in the background of what you do. So in case I don't remember what site I visited or image that I opened, I can just go to Recall and ask. See, the other day we were discussing air fryers and I didn't note down the names or link. So I just go to Recall, type air fryer. See, it has web links, I can copy the text and even I can download the image. It's like an assistant that knows your laptop usage. And you get all these AI features running on device. You can see in the task manager, they are using the internal Hexagon NPU. By the way, for those wondering, it's turned off by default and it doesn't take screenshot of incognito mode. I checked. took one for the team. Also, I was trying Anything LLM, which lets you download an AI chatbot and train it on local data. I tried that with Llama. Now, all of this AI stuff runs on the X Elite NPU. So earlier, apps that use the NPU were very less, but now it's kind of increasing. And now, regarding the Surface laptops, a lot of people ask about the warranty. Well, as per Microsoft, in warranty, you get a complete device replacement. And for repairs out of warranty, there are walk-in centers for payments. So in case you guys have any experience with Surface devices, do let us know in the comments. We'll pin it up. It will help the community. Overall, here's what I see. Now the Surface laptops have moved to Snapdragon completely. The development of or the move to Snapdragon laptops will be faster. Rest, this Surface Pro 11 is a premium device. There is an LCD variant which comes with Snapdragon X Plus. The price keeps fluctuating, but it is more than a lakh. Now the variant that we have is OLED and the keyboard costs extra 15 to 20,000 rupees depending on the variant you buy. I would highly recommend getting the Flex keyboard. It's worth the investment. See, the Surface Books usually cost a premium, but they tend to last quite well. Like we had this Surface laptop for about 5 years. I'll try to link the Best Buy link in the description and also pin it in the comment. If you have any questions regarding Snapdragon or Surface laptops, let us know. We'll answer all of them in the next 1 hour. On that note, this is signing off. See you in the next video. Pew, pew, pew.